early in the morning, I got a telephone call. I think it was about 8:30. The bell was ringing. I picked up the phone. It's Razak Parvez. Babar is with me and we would like to meet with you. I said, Razak, what's the issue? He said, we are thinking about a business school for Lahore. But I said, I'll be there in 20 minutes. So that, I recall, was the first conceptual meeting about what came to be known as the Lahore University of Management Sciences.
After I'd been to the Harvard Business School and attended their advanced management program, and I realized that, some managers are born as managers, but many can be trained as managers. So the idea of setting up a business school was really to train up managers. And this is how the whole thing was initiated.
वो वैल्यूज़ क्या होंगे वो इंस्टीट्यूशन की, और जब हम लोग लिखे वैल्यूज़ क्या चाहिए, क्वालिटी फैकल्टी, quality students, and a strong culture of merit and hard work and service to our country.
I first got introduced to LUMS through my late father, Chaudhry Nazar Mohammad Saab, जो कि शुरू में ही जब सैयद बाबर अली साहब और रज़ाक दाऊद साहब ने इस वेंचर का आगाज़ किया, तो पहले जो 5-6 लोग जिन्होंने ज्वाइन किया, तो चौधरी साहब वाज वन ऑफ देम। और उनकी अपनी ज़िंदगी जो है उसमें इकोनॉमिक सिचुएशन उनकी बहुत टफ़ थी, और उन्होंने अपनी सारी तालीम जो है वो पार्ट टाइम काम करके अपनी इनकम से सप्लीमेंट करते थे या स्कॉलरशिप्स के ज़रिए तालीम हासिल की। सो तालीम उनके बहुत दिल के बहुत नज़दीक थी।
So the idea at that time was that we are going to make one of the top universities of Pakistan, which will compete with any good schools abroad. So it was such an exciting idea, and I think it was Javed Hamid who basically sold the idea to us.
I think my 2 years there are the most memorable 2 years of my life, because this institution was coming to life with my class. And that was the exciting part about it. So the faculty were learning, we were learning, the staff were learning, all the people involved in the initiative were learning at that time. And that helped in making a very special bond for us for the institution. We had the opportunity to avail a loan. Most of us did. And that helped us to pursue our MBA at LUMS. And to date, we are continuing with that, where like any student who is talented enough to get into LUMS is not denied admission. So I think diversity and the fact that we are accessible was something that was very important to the leadership of LUMS even at that time as it is today.
Very soon the campus was shifted to the current site, and उसके साथ ही जो हमारा MBA program था, which was the flagship and the only program, तो उसके साथ एक अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम लॉन्च किया गया। हमारे यहाँ BA की डिग्री FSC के 2 साल के बाद BA की डिग्री मिल जाती थी। वो इंटरनेशनली रिकग्नाइज नहीं होती थी, बिकॉज इंटरनेशनली 16 years ऑफ एजुकेशन के ऊपर अंडर ग्रेजुएट डिग्री मिलती। सो LUMS के ट्रस्टीज़ एंड LUMS की जो सीनियर एकेडमिक लीडरशिप थी, इन्होंने मिल के तो ये फ़ैसला किया कि हमें ये स्टेप लेना चाहिए। In a way it was a risk because it was still a young and new university, लेकिन इस फैसले ने और इसकी सक्सेस ने हमारे मुल्क की तमाम हायर एजुकेशन लैंडस्केप को बदल के रख दिया।
तो पहले हम छोटी छोटी NGOs को दे रहे थे, लेकिन उससे मैंने देखा था कि वो ख़ास फ़ायदा नहीं हो रहा, क्योंकि जो लोग भी वहाँ से पढ़ के निकल रहे थे फिर वो कुछ कर नहीं रहे थे। तो फिर किसी ने हमसे जिक्र किया LUMS का, तो चूँकि बाबर अली साहब जो हैं, मेरे वालिद उनको अपने बिल्कुल बेटों की तरह प्यार करते थे और हम उन्हें हमेशा अपना बड़ा भाई समझते थे। तो मैंने फिर उनसे कहा कि हम आपकी फाउंडेशन को देना चाहते हैं, लेकिन उसमें एक शर्त है कि 40% जो है वो NOPs के लिए रखिए। तो उसकी वजह से अल्लाह का बहुत शुक्र है, बहुत से लोगों को फ़ायदा हुआ। बल्कि इनकी ग्रेजुएशन पे जब मैं गई तो वहाँ का जो पीएन था वो मेरे पास आया, उसने कहा कि आपके पैसों से मेरी बेटी ने LUMS से MBA किया है और अब उसको बहुत ही अच्छा जॉब मिला है।
लेकिन जो मेन चीज़ थी ना आउटरीच प्रोग्राम की, वो ये थी कि इस मुल्क में टैलेंट हर लेवल पे है और जो लोग इकोनॉमिकली उतने प्रिविलेज नहीं हैं उनमें भी सलाहियत है, और अगर उनकी सलाहियत को इस्तेमाल नहीं कर रहे या उन्हें मौका नहीं दे रहे तो हम सारे बहसीत कौम नुकसान में। तो आउटरीच प्रोग्राम का मकसद ये था कि लम्स में इतना इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है, फैसिलिटीज़ हैं, फैकल्टी है, सब कुछ है, तो इससे वो लोग भी फ़ायदा उठा सकें और उन लोगों को यहाँ ला के बाकी लोगों को, मुल्क को भी फ़ायदा होगा, ये मकसद था। तो उसमें ये था कि अगर आप उनको कहें कि जी आप कम्पीट करें और लम्स में एडमिशन लें, तो उनकी तालीम उस तरह की थी कि वो एडमिशन नहीं ले सकते थे, कोई उनकी प्रेपरेशन उस तरह की नहीं थी। तो हमने कहा कि हम उन्हें 2 साल पहले अप्रोच करेंगे और जिन्होंने मैट्रिक में अच्छा परफॉर्म किया उनको हम गाइड करेंगे, उन्हें मटेरियल देंगे, उन्हें बताएंगे कि वो कैसे मेहनत करें ताकि जब लम्स के एडमिशन का टाइम आए तो उसके लिए क्वालिफाई कर सकें। जब लम्स बना तो हमारा टैग लाइन थी कि दिस इज़ अ बिजनेसमैन्स बिजनेस स्कूल। तो फोकस बिजनेसमैन और बिजनेस से लेके हमने सोसाइटी और कौम पे ले गए।
People wait 200 years to see the success of a story, and here we are 35 years later, already gloating about the remarkable success. If you talk to Babar Ali Saab, if you talk to Razak and the many others that have been a part of this effort, you will find that each of us has a huge sense of fulfillment.
लम्स सिर्फ एक यूनिवर्सिटी नहीं है, लम्स एक वे ऑफ लाइफ है। इसने सिर्फ मुझे जो कुछ बुक्स में है मैंने वो नहीं पढ़ा, बल्कि एज अ पर्सन मैं यहाँ पे चेंज हुई हूँ आके।
डेरा इस्माइल खान के एक छोटे से गांव किड़ी खसौर से लम्स आना एक बड़ा जंप था। फॉर अ स्टूडेंट फ्रॉम अ स्मॉल टाउन द challenges were bound to come, and they did come. But it's the environment of LUMS in which it provides a variety of learning pathways to students from different backgrounds to shine. And my chance came in the form of my election as the president of the student council. LUMS made a leader out of me. But the story doesn't stop here. Now, my next stop is civil service. I have passed my exam and I'm going to serve my country now.
मैं अपना टाइम पे देखता हूँ, जब मैं यहाँ स्टूडेंट था तो यही था कि वो एक्सपीरियंसेस जो हमने कलेक्टिवली एक्सपीरियंस किए और इमोशनल जिनकी कंटेंट हाई थी, डायमेंशन कोई भी हो सकती है, लो भी हो सकता है और हाई भी हो सकता है, लाइक लॉस और द विन, लेकिन दोज आर थिंग्स दे नेवर फॉरगेट.
As an MBA student, the thing I'll cherish most, remember most, is my interaction with the world-class faculty here at LUMS. हमारे MBAs के लिए एक rite of passage होता है to be either burned by Sir Hasan's wit or be yelled at by Sir Jamshed. When we graduate, to really look up to the alumni for support and for this network that we create here and outside of LUMS.
LUMS is a place where anybody can do anything. It is a place that gives you the space and the freedom to grow in any direction that you want to. I am Anush Fatima Khan, and I am the first female president of the LUMS Student Council.
I think there are very few business schools in the world that can claim to have such an impact on the nation that they serve. So STSB in Pakistan is clearly the #1 business school. We recently got an international accreditation. The business school started off, of course, with case studies, but very recently we've decided to move towards a more diversified array of techniques for teaching. What this has meant is that we engage in a different form of research that feeds into the classroom experience. We have case studies, probably more case studies than any other business school in Asia, and we use these case studies to a large degree, indigenize case studies, in order to service the needs of our students who are going to play a role in building the nation. So this is an absolute key contribution that we've made. Of course, we have at LUMS approximately 16,000 alumni, very many of them from the business school. So we have a community of individuals, both within Pakistan and outside Pakistan, who are, in a sense, implementing and mobilizing some of the ideas that they were exposed to at this business school. Our mission is really to enhance managerial practices in order to better serve societies. But in addition to that, we've addressed an absolute key issue that is of concern to the country, and this is enhancing gender balance. We're the first business school in the world to offer every woman who gains admission to one of our master's programs a 50% scholarship. This is changing conversations. It is changing the role of women in managerial hierarchies.
The Gurmani School has revolutionized the way that humanities and social sciences is taught in Pakistan. For a society that has rarely prioritized thinking for yourself, we have made critical thinking the cornerstone of our teaching philosophy. In terms of research, the evolution has been equally rapid. There was a time not long ago when we used to turn to foreign scholars in order to understand Pakistan. Today, our faculty have developed the expertise to be recognized leaders in their respective fields. Our research is path-breaking and internationally acknowledged.
The Sheikh Ahmed Hassan School of Law has made a major contribution to the training and education of lawyers in Pakistan by founding the joint BA LLB degree. This is a 5-year program, and this has served as the template for the HEC and the Pakistan Bar Council in their further accreditation of programs in Pakistan. So we have laid the groundwork not only in the structure of this program, but also in a kind of interdisciplinary orientation, which was made possible both by our being situated within a university which already had a strong social sciences and humanities faculty, but also by the research intensity of our faculty and their own interdisciplinary interests.
सैयद एहसान अली और सैयद मरातब अली स्कूल ऑफ एजुकेशन को बने हुए अभी सिर्फ 3 साल हुए हैं। इन 3 सालों में बड़ा मुश्किल है ये कहना कि हमने पाकिस्तान के लिए क्या क्या कर लिया है, लेकिन जिस सोच के तहत ये बना और जो हमारा एम्बिशन है वो बहुत बड़ा है। हमारा ये ख्याल है कि हर बच्चा या बच्ची जो यहाँ से ग्रेजुएट करे, हर स्टूडेंट, वो आगे जाके तालीम के शोबे में, रिफॉर्म्स में बहुत ज़्यादा काम करे और वो तालीम के शोबे में पाकिस्तान के लिए एक इनकलाब लेके आए, ताकि जब हमारे बच्चे अब आगे आए और उनके बच्चे जब आएँ तब तक पाकिस्तान तालीमी तौर पे तकरीबन बिल्कुल बदल गया हो।
क्या साइंस और इंजीनियरिंग की अच्छी तालीम मुल्क की तकदीर बदल सकती है? क्या इंजीनियरिंग के ज़रिए हम इस मुल्क के लोगों की हालत संवार सकते हैं? स्कूल ऑफ साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग में यही हमारा मोटो और यही हमारा मिशन है, क्योंकि स्कूल ऑफ साइंस एंड इंजीनियरिंग में हम हदों को तोड़ते हैं, हदों से आगे निकलते हैं। हम यहाँ साइंटिस्ट 21वीं सदी के पैदा करते हैं, टेक्नोलॉजिस्ट मुस्तकबिल के पैदा करते हैं, जो आलमी सतह की बेहतरीन टेक्नोलॉजी और बेहतरीन साइंसी फ़िक्र के ज़रिए इस मुल्क का मुस्तकबिल का धारा बदल सकते हैं।
There is a lot we can be proud about. Just after I joined our founding school, the Suleiman Dawood School of Business earned AACSB accreditation, which less than 5% of business schools in the world achieve. Each of our 5 schools produce outstanding scholarship and work very closely with so many sectors of our society. And this is a great tribute to our faculty and to our students. The QS World Rankings consistently recognize LUMS graduates for placement and employability. And for the first time, LUMS was ranked as the 40th best small university by Times Higher Education. We have also received global recognition for our signature national outreach program that is now in its 21st year. CASE, which is a Washington-based organization, recognized LUMS as the winner of the Global Platinum Award for Best Practices in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion.
Practices in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for a national outreach program, Changing Destinies. I'd like to welcome Nuzat Kamran, Director of the Office of Advancement from Lahore University of Management Sciences.
On behalf of LUMS, I'd like to express my deep gratitude to CASE for this award that our National Outreach Program has received. It's a huge honor for us, and this is something that is really dear to our hearts.
LUMS has a National Outreach Program. It's done a phenomenal job so far. It's really made an impact on Pakistan. If every town and city is represented by a LUMS graduate or an alum or a student, this would definitely be something that would set LUMS apart from any other institution in Pakistan.
So perhaps physically as a campus we may not grow beyond these walls, but the actual growth that we can achieve can be in cyberspace. But there are a lot of learnings that can be applied in how the LUMS assets can be accessible to people outside these walls also. So whether it's through LUMS X initiatives, through lifetime learning initiatives, we can reach a much wider audience and hopefully share whatever learnings LUMS is collecting with a much larger audience than just the students that are on campus.
LUMS should be in the top 50 universities in the world. जब 35 years की इतनी strong foundation बन गई है, I don't think there's anything stopping LUMS from getting and achieving and being recognized as, an eminent, reputable, world-class academic institution in the world.
We should be able to attract an international body. Today, as you know, we have very few international students, and I hope in years to come, in 30 to 35 years, perhaps 10 to 15% or perhaps more of the body could be international, which will bring a different experience, to the class. Well, LUMS today, by the grace of God, is a full-fledged university. It's taken us 35 years to get here. And of course, I hope and pray that LUMS maintains all their admissions and employment of faculty, staff, and students on merit as we've done in the past.
People say, what are the challenges in the future? I would say that any institution so conceived, so dedicated, must long endure. If the university has to survive, the main elements is stick to your original culture and build the endowment. LUMS needs a strong endowment for it to go on from decades to centuries.
The first 35 years have seen LUMS become a household name in Pakistan, which is really quite remarkable. In the coming decades, we believe LUMS will gain as much prominence across South Asia. And that is where we see ourselves. But to get there, our philosophy and mindset of learning without borders crosses geographical and socio-economic barriers through our outreach efforts. It also crosses disciplinary borders by bringing faculty experts from all of our 5 schools together. And so the focus will be on integration. Our faculty are leading centers of excellence in water, in energy, technology, gender, policy, learning, and entrepreneurship. For example, already the LUMS Energy Institute has produced Pakistan's electric vehicle policy and is leading a multi-million-dollar project for improving the power sector. Despite the pandemic, our students have helped us to improve online teaching and brought digital learning into the forefront. We can expect LUMS X to provide greater access to students with a larger international footprint. Overall, in the coming decades, LUMS will continue to put merit and integrity above anything else that empowers a small university to make a big difference.